Has it been a while since you trained? It's okay. You know, a lot of the nerve, a lot of the nerve pathways are still there. They've just got some rust on them per se, and it certainly takes some time to dig the rust off, to rub the rust off, to work it out, because that's just how it is. But you know, the old adage that, you know, you never forget how to ride a bike. It's the same thing with your training. It will take you some time to rekindle those nerve sparks, to really get your pathways going again. But I assure you that even if the strength is no longer there, even if the coordination is no longer there, if the speed is no longer there, it's okay. You can work back into it, because as soon as you start doing it, your nervous system is going to start saying, oh yeah, this is familiar, I know what that's going on, and you will relearn it at an accelerated rate and pick it back up, provided you don't have any, you know, significantly physically altering, debilitating injuries that were the cause of, you know, preventing you, you know, like you lost a leg or something. Obviously, you lose a leg, you're not going to be able to kick with that leg anymore. But don't be afraid of re-entering training. Don't let your ego get in the way. Now, I'm a big fan of the ego. So many people are like, drop the ego, drop the ego. No, drop the machismo. Drop the, I always need to be on top, I always need to be dominant. Drop that shit. But don't drop the ego. The ego is who you consciously are. The ego is who you consciously choose to be. The ego is your self-preservation. The ego is your presentation. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't let that get in the way of rebuilding yourself. Don't rest on, this is who I used to be. This is who I used to be has never meant anything. Who said it? That when all is said and done, more will have been said than done? I don't remember who said that. I really don't. But it's a truth. So many people spend so much time going, well, I used to be this, I used to be that. Big fucking deal. I mean, seriously, who cares? Who cares what you used to be? Who are you? Who do you need to be? Who do you want to be? Who do you plan to be? Because that is what matters. You only live now. Period. You only live now. Forget the quantum physics, forget time travel, forget any of that, just for a moment. And understand that now is all you have. What was helped you become who you are now. You literally could not be who you are now without every single piece of what happened then. And what is yet to happen, you have no clue what's going to happen. The wheels of causality are so complex, you could never predict it in a million years. You might be able to predict some general circumstances, but there are always interloping factors that you could not calculate. And so you have no idea who you're going to be. But you can say, I am going to put myself on the path to becoming the person that I need to be, that I want to be, to create the world that I envisioned when I was my strongest, to forge a new, strongest self, whatever it is. But you have to understand that it starts with now. It doesn't start back then. Forget about back then. Understand that that's where you came from, and that at times you have to go backwards and remember what happened then. But for the moment, you have to live now. You have to live now. You have to move forward from now. And that's all you get, and that's all you do. Move forward, starting now. Forget who you used to be. I don't care what it is. If you have arms to do them, drop down and do 10 push-ups right now. If you can't do 10, do 1. If you can't do 1, hold it. Hold the plank. Hold the four-legged staff position from yoga, the bottom end of the push-up. Do what you can. Drop down and do 25 squats. If you can't do 25 squats, hold the catcher's position, or even better yet, hold the old world squat position, or natural squat position with your feet flat on the floor. Front forward midfoot loaded, spine neutral. Hold it for as long as you can. Do what you can starting now. It doesn't have to be physical. Crack open a book. Turn off the fucking TV and open up a book. Or turn on the TV and start watching that documentary that you TiVo'd 6 months ago. Whatever. But start now. I swear to you, start now. It doesn't matter who you used to be. The old nervous pathways are there. So if you want to get back into something, do it. If you want to start something new, you can still build new nerve pathways. Do it. You have now, use now, do now, be now. That's it. Good journey.